Welcome back to Real Estate in Kenya with Reuben Kimani. Have you been wondering how to predict real estate trends in a country like ours? Well, this video is for you. Today we'd like to tell you exactly how you can predict these trends so that you can make better decisions. How do you predict real estate trend? Number one, check historical data. This is data that you can be able to get from various sources. One way to predict the future is by looking at what happened in the past. And you can do the same in real estate. Can you ask yourself, what has been the trends for the last 5 years in real estate? There are many sources of this information. I'm going to inform you. Of course, we have Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. They are a company that also give this information. You have Knight Frank has Consult. We have Kenya Bankers. There are many sources of this information if you are to look for it. Also watching this video as well, we produce this content every Thursday, every 2 weeks. You can be able to learn from us because we give you what you have learned on the ground. So check historical data from all sources that you can be able to get. Number two, you also need to research on your target market. Remember, when you're investing in real estate, you start with a need in mind, a target in mind. You don't just wake up and decide to invest in real estate. Those who come to invest in affordable plots, affordable pieces of land, value added that we do in strategic location, most of them want to live them for many years, and some of them will double, triple in prices, or go even to 10 times. People have done that. That's called capital gain. That's an investment. The same way you buy a share today at 2 shillings, you sell at 8 shillings. So research on your target market first. Number three, get property estimates in the area. You can look at the square foot. If you look at an office like this in Westlands, this data is also provided. You can check how much. These are commercial rental properties. How much is per square foot in an area like Westlands, for example? How much are rental in an area like Kasarani, for example? You can check that because these figures are different. You'll be very shocked. Somebody will buy an 8 million property in Lavington, for example, these high rises that are coming up. Another person will use the same money, go to places in Thika Road as an example. This is an example. It might not be the case on the ground. 8 million spent in Lavington, 8 million spent in Thika Road. Do you know the rental income that you get is way different for the same amount? So you need to check the property estimate in your area for you to be able to know this trend. You can get the average price of similar properties, the same thing. You look at trends in certain areas, the rent has been going up or going down. Plot prices have been going up or going down. If you go to places like Ngong, the prices have been going up and they'll keep going up. Those are good places to invest. Nakuru as well. That's why we are there. We sold the property in 2018 at 399. We are selling the same at 600,000. You can imagine. And the prices will keep going up because of fundamental factors that I mentioned in the previous video. Please go and watch it as well. As I finish, I also wanted to point out, as you teach yourself how to do these trends, it is extremely important for you to be very objective. As you do, you get all manner of information. You have to be very wise to know which information to consume and which information not to. I've talked about newspapers, Kenya Bureau of Statistics, company like Has Consult, Kenya Bankers and stuff like that. They produce these reports, and banks as well. These videos, you need to be very careful. You need to know which sources. I hope you can be able to use these to be able to predict the future, to be able to predict for yourself and make the right decisions. Thank you so much for listening to us. I hope you'll be able to use them. Don't forget to subscribe and click that ring bell so that every time we give you this information, every 2 weeks, you'll be able to benefit.